In this video, we're going to look at how we can use Dockerbench to check for best practices and ensure that container best practices are followed. Dockerbench is a security tool, and it's an automated script that we can use to check Docker installations and containers for security best practices. Generally, it does this by using the recommendations from the Center for Internet Security, or CIS, Docker benchmarks, and it will perform a series of checks according to these recommendations to see whether or not the Docker environment is securely configured. So some of the key features of this tool include automated security checks, CIS benchmark compliance, and wide coverage in terms of Docker configurations. Some of the use cases that we would typically use Dockerbench for include performing security audits, maintaining compliance, as well as development and testing of our containers. In order to use Dockerbench, we'll need to be running on a system where Docker is installed or have a publicly available Docker container to target. In this case, we're going to be working on a Windows system with Docker pre-installed. So our first step is going to be downloading and installing the Dockerbench tool. To do that, I'm first going to switch from a PowerShell terminal into a Linux terminal. Then I'm going to clone the Dockerbench security repository with the command git clone, followed by the URL to the repository, which is https://github.com/docker/dockerbenchsecurity.git. Then I'm going to change directory into the cloned repository with the command cd Dockerbench security. Now we can run the script with the command sudo /dockerbenchsecurity.sh, and we're going to pipe the results to a file using the pipe character t, and we'll call our output file dockerbenchresults.txt. And we hit enter. Now Dockerbench is running its audit, and it has completed, and we can see the results of that audit inside of the file that we output the results to. We can also see the output of the results in the terminal as the tool ran. And if we check out the results of the file, we can see that it contains the same information. If we scroll up to the top, we can go through and see the results of our audit. First, we have section A, which is where the script is actually checking the results. And for each check, we can see what the results were. So when we see a label of info beside a check, this indicates that this is an informational message. The check was performed by the tool, but no immediate action is required because no violation of the rule was found. But if we see a warn icon next to a finding, this means that the tool has found something that doesn't align with the CIS Docker benchmark best practices. So this indicates that we need to look at this rule and consider addressing it to improve the overall security of our Docker container and our Docker environment. So for example, we have a warn icon on 1.1.1 that tells us we need to ensure a separate partition for containers has been created. And in this case, we can see that in our Docker environment, this is not the case. Scrolling down to the results, we can see a few more statuses. For example, on 1.2.1, we have a note status. This means that this is a manual check that's going to require us to verify it because the tool is not able to do it automatically. So it's good to keep track of these specific items because these are not going to be checked by the tool, and if you want a full, complete security audit, you'll need to go through and find all of the checks that have these notes and check them yourself. Then below that, on 1.2.2, we have a pass status. A pass status means that the check has been successfully passed and our Docker environment meets the recommendations set out by the Center for Internet Security. If we scroll down to the bottom, we can see another section, C, which tells us our overall score. This gives us a summary of the overall audit. Beside checks, we have a number, 86, and that indicates the total number of checks that the tool performed during the audit or during the security assessment. Then we have a score. In this case, we have a value of 3. In general, we're trying to get as high of a score as possible. In this case, a score of 3 is relatively low, so this means that we should be looking to remediate a lot of the items that were found by the tool in order to improve this score. So the higher we can make our score, the more secure we're going to be in our Docker environment. Now, if we want to go to the output and get more information about a specific benchmark, for example, this 1.1.1 benchmark that we have a warning on, we can do that by going to a site like tenable.com, which often hosts information about these audits, and looking for the specific item that we want, in this case 1.1.1. We can see all of the details about this check on the right-hand side under the item details header, telling us the audit name that it comes from, the reference, the plugin, and a control ID. Then, in the main window, under the information header, we have more detailed information about the check and why the check is important. At the bottom, we have a solution which can give us information about how we could go about remediating that check. Alternatively, all of these standards are available directly from the CIS website. So this is how we can use the Dockerbench security tool to audit and improve the security of our Docker environments.